Yo, guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, Hangover Gang, it's finally here. I have had so many problems with my system you will not want to believe. It's already started, guys, and I know I'm going to be triggered. Today is Tom's Day, guys. Today is Tom's Day. Really? Today is Tom's Day, and Tom has dropped something which is going to just blow up everything. Trust me on that. New World Order, the NWO. Trust me on that. And I reckon it's because it's called New World Order NWO that my computer system was not letting me access this track. Trust me on that, guys. It is now nearly 20 past 5. It's quarter past 5 in the afternoon UK time. And this thing has been out for like 15 minutes already. I tried to get there right on the bell, but no way, Jose. Trust me on that. Anyway, guys, I know I'm going to be triggered. Trust me on that, guys. But I'm going to try and keep a smiley face, Hangover Gang, because we want to get through this. This is New World Order. It's Tom MacDonald, and he teased us, and it's Adam Calhoun. And trust me on this, guys, I actually don't know much about this chap, Adam Calhoun. So I'm going to rely on you guys to let me know in the comment section all about Adam Calhoun. Trust me on this, guys. Honesty is the best policy, and I will always be honest with you guys. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on this. But guys, it's the New World Order. It's Tom MacDonald. It's Adam Calhoun. Let's get into this. Here's the problem with... Oh my gosh. I absolutely love those titles. Must be Nova Rockefeller's doing, guys. It's brilliant. So you got New World Order, and you got our man Tom MacDonald, almost obscured. He's hidden in plain sight almost, but obscured by the zero, by the O in New World Order. Trust me on it, you can just about make out Tom. That is a fantastically framed picture. Trust me on that. And once again, this track straight in. And literally 3 frames, something like that, you see Tom in a straitjacket. Oh my gosh. That really does symbolize everything we've been in the last 2 years, guys. We've been all in a straitjacket. I mean, Harry Houdini himself couldn't get himself out of that straitjacket. The way we've been in this entire world, trust me this, guys, we've been in a straitjacket. And Harry Houdini himself, David Blaine, none of these, David Copperfield, you want to name them, Steve Wren. Or so is it Steve Rennick? I can't remember. I saw him in Las Vegas. Fantastic magician. Trust me on this, people. Trust me on this. None of them could get out of the straitjacket you've been in the last 2 years. Trust me on this, guys. Absolutely love this track already. I'm ready to be triggered, guys. I hope you guys are. Hangover Gang. Let's get into this, guys. I'm just going to check it out again. And that was, I'm going to go back a couple of frames, and that's obviously Adam Calhoun. I know nothing about him. I love the way, oh my gosh, you see the way the New World is just all in static, and it's sort of just all hazy and it's all bent. Oh, really? I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. Trust me on this. But I digress. Let's continue.
Here's the problem with America. The country's broken because they minds stay closed but they mouths stay open.
Oh my gosh. Here's the problem with America, because the country is broken. Their mouths stay closed, but their mouths stay open. No, sorry, I think it was their brains stay closed, whilst their mouths stay open. So listen, it's like an empty vessel. We're talking a lot of stuff, but listen, if your mind is closed whilst you're talking, trust me, this is a two-way process. You're not receiving. You may be communicating, but you're not receiving. So listen to me, honestly, when you're in a dialogue, it's a two-way process. You should be listening and receiving what people are telling you and what the feedback is coming back to you at the same time. But America is just and talking loud but ain't saying nothing. And I think that was James Brown. Rest in peace, James Brown. Talking loud but saying nothing. I'm going to check that again, guys, because I'm being a hypocrite, because I was talking even before I finished listening to what our man Tom MacDonald was saying. So I actually missed out an integral part of his sentence. Trust me on this, people. Whilst talking, always try and listen as well. And I think my headphones slipped at the same time, so that's my excuse, guys. Trust me on this. I want to hear that again. Trust me on this, guys. So Tom in a straitjacket, and he's trying to break free, like Freddie Mercury and Queen.
Here's the problem with America. The country's broken because they minds stay closed but they mouths stay open.
Yeah, their minds stay closed whilst their mouths stay open, talking a lot and saying nothing. America's broken, guys. And a lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to say this, guys, because I don't care anymore. YT has stopped me for so many months anyway. I'm not getting anywhere, but who cares? I've got other plans, guys. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. You guys are going to help me as well. Trust me on that. But guys, the one thing that has been masked about everything that's going on, guys, and I've been I was talking to my friend about this as far ago as 4 years ago. Trust me on this. And actually, it's longer than 4 years ago, 2016. We were chatting, and it's the national debt clock. Whilst all this stuff is going on in the world, no one's talking about the national debt, and it's the international debt, trillions and trillions and trillions. We should have a national debt clock on every single news channel, which is going on 24/7, 365. Trust me on that, people. Anyway, that's me digressing. I'm not going to digress anymore, guys. I just wanted to get it in there. You know, we're talking a lot about all these situations, but there's one thing, and it's a silent clock that's ticking, guys. I'm not even going about other health and wealth and things like that. But seriously, we're headed for a crash. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on this. Listen, I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. This is going to be a long one. This track is 3 minutes and 8. Thank goodness it's a short track, guys. Adam Calhoun. But trust me on this, guys. Let's check out what Tom's got to say.
Here's the problem with America, the country is broken. Cause they minds stay closed, but they mouths stay open. Get attacked and we blame terrorists. Go broke and we blame the price.
Get attacked and we blame terrorists. Go broke and we blame the price. We're talking about logistics. We're talking about people being off for sickness and this, that and the third. So the shops are empty. You can't get stuff off the internet. Trust me on this. You can't get anything anywhere. Trust me on this. And they have every excuse under the sun, under the dome. Every excuse.
Racist for the racism, but only if his skin is white. If we don't need guns.
Oh my gosh, and that is true. For some reason, this political correctness has gone mad. Trust me on this. And I've told you 1,000 times, guys, I'm not into BLM at all. Trust me on this. There's loads of reasons why. One day I'm going to come out and just tell you the whole scoop. Trust me on that, guys. Trust me on that. Tom. Time to drop it, Tom. Drop.
Here's the problem with America, the country is broken. Cause they minds stay closed, but they mouths stay open. Get attacked and we blame terrorists. Go broke and we blame the price. Blame racists for the racism, but only if his skin is white. If we don't need guns, cause we can call the police. We don't need fire extinguishers, call a fireman, please. We didn't want to build a wall and now the border is weak. Your favorite actor has a gate that's like 15 feet.
So there's so many things are going on there. NRA, gun crime. Talking about, do you serve yourself or should they serve us? Really? And then protect, because remember, it's all about protect and serve, but only when it's in their own interests. They are meant to protect and serve us, the people. The government is here to serve us, not for us to serve them, and not for us to be at their beck and call. Trust me on this, people. Check out all your degrees, your treaties, check out your rules of independence, you know, this, that and the third. Check it out, guys. They flip the script on us. Trust it. We've lost all our civil liberties, guys, by stealth. Trust me on that. But guys, it is so true. Everything's been flipped on us. I mean, even the racism thing has been flipped on us. I'm going to touch on that as well, guys. Trust me on this. Anyone on this earth that is a human being that is living and breathing has the potential to be a racist. You can be a racist towards this side of the community or that side of the community, blah, blah, blah. So trust me on this. We can all be racist. Trust me on this, guys. It doesn't, you know, trust me on that. But having said that, the bigger picture to look at is there are certain, what do you want to call it, agencies, I'm not going to say government things, but certain agencies and certain organizations that are using this to put one against the other. They're putting us against the other, not just on the racism thing, not just on sexism, not just on any ism thing as well, but they're turning us against each other. And the reason they're turning us against each other, guys, is because they're doing things behind our backs. Trust me on that, guys. So listen to me, guys. We need to keep eyes out front and out back. Sleep, you got eyes open, guys, because whilst you're sleeping, they be creeping. Trust me on this, guys. I'm not even joking. But listen, I'm so triggered. I'm so wired because of all the stuff I've had. I wanted to drop this literally at 5 o'clock on the dot. Ain't gonna happen, guys. trust me on this, guys. I'm just fully wired. And Tom stay calm and breathe.
Racism is gay. If you're offended, that's retarded. And tolerance
I love that.
is great until you speak and you're a target. If a white man paints his face black, he's a racist piece of garbage. But you put him in a dress and he's courageous and he's gorgeous.
Guys, that is what I was thinking the other day. That is so good, Tom, that you mentioned that. So if a white man paints his face black, he's a racist. But if someone gets himself in a dress, whatever. So what's all this thing about? Is it misappropriation of culture, this, that, and the third? So why are they allowed people to dress up in dresses? Isn't that offensive to people, you know, to women and other things, etc., etc.? I mean, really, you can't have one and not the other. Because this is why I've told you from day one, I am so anti-PC. PC is going to destroy the world, guys. Political correctness is ridiculous, and all this misappropriation stuff, this, that, and the third, people getting all antsy about this, that, and everything else. Trust me on this, guys. We need to have the freedom of speech, because freedom of speech brings debate. And when you bring debate, you have all ideas and all sides and all views. We can talk about stuff and come to consensus. But when you shut people down, trust me on this, PC just there to shut people down. That is wrong. And once you shut people down, people are going to come up from behind and they're going to do things, and there's going to be no one allowed to say anything about it. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on this. We're not going back to the time of the 30s, the 20s, in the old Russia, in the old Germany. I did that in history, guys. I saw the European dictators. I saw what happened in them times. Trust me on this. People allowed these things to happen, and then once things got over the line, they wanted to talk. They can't talk because they're not allowed to talk. Trust me on this. Don't let it happen again, guys. Don't let it happen again.
All these double standards, man, I'm tired of the noise. Freedom's an illusion if they censor your voice.
Freedom's an illusion if they censor your voice. Exactly what I've just said, Tom. Freedom of speech is the most important thing in this world, guys. Trust me on this. And I was thinking the other day, we go back to the libraries of Alexandria. Do you know the old ancient wonders? Trust me on this, guys. You know, trust me on this. The victors will always rewrite history in their own image. It's history, his story. It's a story. Is it real? Because what happens when you write things down in books, literature, etc., from thousands of years before, but then if you go and you destroy them, the Germans did that. Was it the night of the Nectarglyphen? Something like that, the night of the long lives and all, everything else, when they burnt all the books, blah, 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 blah. They've burnt all the records, guys, and no one can say anything about it. But freedom of speech, guys, trust me on this. We need to be able to talk and to debate, because without talking and debating, nothing goes forward. We just get dictated to. If you want to be dictated to, hold your peace. I'm going to keep talking till they cut my tongue out. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on this.
Call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys, but a mom kills a baby and you call it pro-choice.
Oh my gosh. Hang on, guys. Let's check that out.
Call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys.
Call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys, but when a mum kills a baby, you call it pro-choice. The problem with that, guys, with the deadbeat, the pro-choice, this, that, and the third is, I keep going on about it's the freedom of speech, it's everything else. We're looking at a snapshot. A snapshot just gives you surface. It's like, what's it called? You know, with the Titanic, with the iceberg, there's so much going on underneath. So you call a dad a deadbeat. Perhaps he is a deadbeat, but there may be circumstances and issues that got him to be a deadbeat. Maybe he did try to get access to his children, or I don't know. Who knows? But, you know, you need to go into these things a little bit more. But the pro-choice thing is something that hits me hard, because, you know, you can't have one without the other. So once again, this thing about life, pro-choice, guys, but there's circumstances as well. Trust me on this, but it's something that needs to be fully debated. Trust me on this. But Tom's triggering me, guys. I'm putting it out there. Putting it out there. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that there is no finite way. There's no black and white way. There's a grey area as well. There's issues and circumstances. So, in my opinion, until I know exactly what the situation is, I'm not going to comment 100% on these sort of areas. Trust me on this. I mean, he may well be a deadbeat. Trust me on this. But it's always good to find out the bigger picture. You may be able to help the person if you speak to them. Trust me on this.
But a mom kills a baby and you call it pro-choice. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that.
I like that. So I think Adam was the one in the straitjacket this time. You act like you're so much better than us. It's so true, guys. So true.
Who told you that you're so special? To a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Oh my god.
We know that. Good job, you lose. Here's your medal. To a new world order. Why they hate the flag? They try to burn it to the ground.
Is this Adam Calhoun? Why they hate the flag? They try to burn it to the ground. Oh my gosh. Guys, I've said this 1,000 times. Wherever you're from in this world, wherever you're from, Iceland to Greenland to Greenberg to Wahlberg, who knows? Be proud of where you're from, guys. There's nothing wrong in being proud from where you're from. And you see the flag, the American flag hanging up there, the stars and stripes, the Star-Spangled Banner, whatever, whatever it's called. Nothing wrong to be proud of where you're from. You know, you're not hurting anyone.
Don't do that in front of me, I'ma let off a round, pow.
Oh, don't let that off in front of me, I'll let off a round. Pow. Oh my gosh.
Scream loud, burn the city down now. Put it on the news, make them all feel proud. Look, make a system where 85% of black people fill the prison. Is it because they black or they make bad decisions?
Oh gosh. So there's reasons, Adam, 85% of black people fill the prisons, but there's reasons to this. And I've said this 1,000 times. Like, you go back to the beginning of the 1990s, there was an edict that was put out, and a lot of these things, a lot of it goes back. Yes, there's a lot of stupid people out there, trust me on this, but the prisons are private, and there was a lot of things where the prisons did a deal with the music companies, the music industry. Trust me on this, I'm going to get banned from YouTube, but I don't care. Trust me on this, it was put out there, and a lot of the stuff you see out there with the music, style of clothing, you know, with the aspirational music and videos they put out there, has been done on purpose because you know, they want to lead a lot of people into the prison system. It's a business. They make money. They make money from people going into them prisons, etc. I'll go into it a lot more, but not on this song, guys. But there's a reason why there's a lot of people in the prison system. And also, a lot of the music you're hearing now is an enticement to get them because, you know, they want to aspire to be rich, or have all the gold, the jewelry, this, that, and the third, whatever. But it leads them down the path. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on that. But yeah, guys, do your own research into the early 1990s, why hip hop changed into where it's at, you know, etc., etc. There's a lot of big businesses behind it, guys. Trust me on this, but I digress.
I ain't good at math, but it seems like it's division, or is it white privilege? I believe politicians need to be locked up. Try to take our freedoms, that's how you get shot.
Yeah, the politicians, the tricksters, they need to be locked up.
Got our back against the wall, try to just stop us. More guns, more ammunition, please stock up. Election gets rigged, rights get infringed. Take this syringe, frighten your kids.
Oh, I like that. Elections get rigged. Take this syringe, frighten the kids. Yeah, kids are growing up in a world which is going to be very, very strange, guys. Back in the days, I grew up in a world where you can play outside at all hours, etc., etc. And if you wanted to play some more, you just went back to your parents and said, "Mom, you know, I'm with this, that, and whoever. Can we play out for a little bit longer?" Yeah, of course you can. Blah, 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 blah. But now you've got to watch your kids every second of the day.
Right where you live, make me want to grab a rifle and just go. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you're so special? To a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose. Here's your medal. And everyone blames white folks for every little bitty thing. We don't have no one to blame, we take responsibility. They tell you be a man, then call it toxic masculinity. That when you act too feminine, they call it white fragility. I don't understand trans man with humility.
Guys, it's so true. It's so true. Just hold on 1 second. My phone just went off, so I apologize. I will never do this again, guys. Trust me on this. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry about that. That's my phone just went off. Guys, right now, this is the coup de grace. What these people have done to us, guys. They have confused and distorted every single thing that most of us grew up with. You know, people's positions in life, etc., etc. I mean, trust me on this, guys. There's nothing wrong with if you're a man that you look after the children, you do the housework, you do the cleaning, you do this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Nothing wrong with that at all. And there's nothing wrong if you, as a man, you want to go out and earn a living and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what they've done now is it's ridiculous, because you can't put something right by making something else wrong. That's what I'm saying, guys. Because yes, there has been a disconnect and there has been disparagement between males and females. Trust me on this. And there's been disparagement and disconnect between different, you know, people of different colours, etc., etc. But you can't put something right by then affecting those other people disproportionately as well. You can't do that. What you have to do is you have to get a middle ground, you know. So this thing about sort of bumping people's wages up, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 it just causes a lot of problems and issues and a lot of hatred and a lot of anger and resentment. This is what they know. This is what they know, and this is what they're trying to do. They're making anger and resentment between the people. Because the thing is, yes, you may have 90% male in a job and you want it to become hopefully 50-50, but you can't change it overnight. Trust me on that. You can't change things overnight without a lot of issues and a lot of problems. You know, these things take time. But I'm just gonna, sorry, I've just come back from the flu, guys, so my throat is still killing me, guys. Trust me on this. I just want to go back to this thing when he was talking about trans, because this is the thing about freedom of speech, guys. I have no issue with someone who's trans or who is in the process of changing over from one sexuality to the other, blah, blah, blah. Not an issue with that at all. The issue is when all these people get involved. Why are they getting involved? Same thing with black people, etc. I have no issue with people trying to make things better in a certain way. But when you try and patronize me as a black person and say that this is what, no, you don't know what I feel. You never walked a mile in my shoes, guys. I don't care what you say. So listen, you know, everyone is an individual. Everyone has a different story to tell and a different aspect and a different outlook. You know, whether you're male, a man doesn't think the same as another man, etc., etc. 100%. Everyone's got their own thoughts and aspirations and ideals. So you can't talk for anyone as a generalization. Trust me on that. Everyone, you know, is an individual first. We're all individuals first before anything else. I know you try and group people together, but trust me, we're individuals. Trust me. I just want to hear what you said about the trans again, people. Sorry.
Masculinity, that when you act feminine, they call it white fragility.
When you act too feminine, they call it white fragility.
I don't understand trans man with humility. I'm just trying to raise my kid the best of my ability.
Right, he doesn't understand the trans, but guys, that's a story where another time we need to debate, etc., etc. I have no issue. Most trans people want to go about their lives in peace. You know, why is everyone bragging about this, that, and the third? You know, in a lot of cases you wouldn't even know. Trust me on that.
If I disagree, you try to cancel, get rid of me, you cancel, you
cancel culture, people.
Can't be the answer, you killing me. And I hate white supremacy just as much as you, but I ain't feeling guilty for something I didn't do.
Yeah.
Right. The system's killing everyone, it sucks, but it's true. They kill you, then they broadcast it and call it the news. Or they'll brainwash you through social media feeds. And if you disagree, delete you immediately. Make America China pretty easy to see. I will always remember the land of the free.
Oh my gosh, make America China pretty easy to see. I'll always remember the land of the free. Oh my gosh. I think he's talking about in China, if you talk up about anything, you're literally liable just to disappear, you know? Well, they'll make your life hell. Trust me on that, people. And this is what's happening all over the world. I mean, the stuff that's going on in Australia is ridiculous. Trust me on that, guys.
You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you're so special? To a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose, here's your medal. To a new world order.
Those the brave Calhoun a MacDonald video by Nova Rockefeller. Yeah, I like that. Guys, I'm so sorry, I'm really not 100% well, guys. I went off a bit of a tangent. I've got, you know, it's not the C, it's not the CV. Trust me on that, guys. Thankfully, but I haven't been well, guys, for quite a few days now. So yeah, I got triggered on that, guys. That, yeah. So that was our guy Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun, New World Order. Whoa. And I think what they're trying to say though is that the world has changed. It's literally, you went to bed one night and the world was all rosy and smelled lovely, blah blah blah. We woke up to some dystopian kind of collective madness, you know, where people are literally beating people up because they haven't got a piece of cloth over their face. And people are doing stuff, you know, and being mean to other people for what reason? It's just collective cuckoo, collective madness, people. Yeah, that was a good track. Trust me on this. And it's going to trigger a lot of people. And so Tom MacDonald, and I've been listening to another guy recently, and that's Burden. And Burden did a song which was Right For Me. And he was, and I think this is a similar vein of what Tom MacDonald is doing here, guys. Because with Burden, Right For Me was talking about from a white person's perspective. So if a white person was beaten up by the police and potentially killed, maimed, etc. by the police, would it be reported on the news? Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to take a situation that has happened for a long time and they just blow it up out of proportion now. It happened under Obama very many times, and Obama did nothing about it. Trust me on this, where like a black person is beaten up or killed or whatever by the police and they make it sort of headline news. It happened under Obama's 8 years, guys, a lot. Trust me on that. And they didn't say nothing about it. Obama did nothing about it at all. But I think in this perspective, in this case as well, New World Order, I think Tom is actually saying, you know, sort of, and Tom and Adam are saying as well, from the white person's perspective, what's happened is they've reversed everything. So the reversal of colonialism, you know, with the supremacy and sort of white people sort of being the best people on the planet and having the best opportunities, the best this, the best that, etc., etc. They've now in their duality, their madness, you know, they're now sort of inverting things and saying, you know, to have these sort of what's the word? To have these privileges is not a good thing, you know. To, you know, you should hate yourselves, you know, you should bring your children up to hate themselves, to hate each other, etc., etc. I'm so sorry, guys. It's not the way to be. I mean, all these things about re-educating and stuff like that is, there's a much better way to do it than the way that, you know, these organizations are doing things, you know, these, you know, do-gooders, etc., whatever they think they call themselves, social justice warriors, blah 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 blah. You know, it's not the way to do it, because I'm telling you, because of this thing, and it's ingrained with the PC as well, they are storing up, it's like a volcano, they are storing up trouble that's going to explode in years to come, and it's going to be really horrible, guys, in years to come. It's going to be a bloodbath. Trust me on this, guys. You do not change things the way they're doing it. You do not change things the way they're doing it. No. What you do is people talk and they have dialogue and they start to understand each other. They do not separate people and to point fingers and to put people in a box and point at them and say, "Oh, you're bad. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you're sexist." I saw something on the TV the other day. They're talking about men who hate women in football, etc., etc., you know, saying that, you know, the whole thing like that. Trust me on this, guys. It is true that there is a lot of misogyny in the world, but, you know, there's ways to deal with that. But there's also, guys, women who hate men as well, not mentioned. That's what I would say. Like, if you want to, you know, have everything balanced up, you need to take everything on its own merits. Can't have one without the other. But guys, there's a different way to deal with things. But, you know, at the minute, it's not good. Trust me, this, guys, because at the minute, I think what they're teaching us all to do is to hate each other. You know, so whether you hate someone because of the color of their skin, whether you hate someone because their sex, whether you hate someone because of their sexuality, whether you hate someone because of they may have money, you don't have money, etc., etc. So literally, we've been taught just to hate, hate, hate. That ain't the way, guys. Trust me on this. So we're always looking at differences, instead of looking at what brings us together. I don't know, guys, but that's the way I'm looking at this track. And I think the way that Tom and Adam have done this is really good, because it's going to spark a lot of fierce debate, guys. And I think they're right. It's going to blow up the internet, because a lot of people can only see things on the surface. They can't dig deeper. And not only they can't dig deeper, but sometimes people can't see which way, we're being pushed and which way we're being played. There's an audit trail behind everything, guys. Trust me on this. So all these things that go out, they don't come out at us for no reason. There's always a reason behind it. So if you look back, you start to unpick exactly what's going on. You unpick further enough, you'll find out what's going on. But guys, I'm not well, guys. I'm going to cut it off there, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on, guys, but have an absolutely great weekend. Look after yourselves, take care of each other. I normally would say good, bad, or indifferent, but right, gonna have us. I think I only got about 30 seconds to go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I actually love New World Order. I'm gonna actually look at it again, because I think there's a lot of stuff in there that I missed and I'm gonna catch second time round. But guys, yeah, that's a great track. Nova did a grand job there with Adam Calhoun. I'm gonna check him out. Check out a few more bits and pieces, and Tom, of course. Guys, it's Tom's Day. Hangover Gang, New World Order. Be aware. Be very aware. Have a great weekend, guys. Look after yourself, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next reaction, guys. Thank you. Thank you.